If you're a business owner, an entrepreneur, and you haven't been able to get your business off of the ground, you haven't been able to get enough clients to sustain, to be able to go into business full time for yourself, or you have a product or service and you're having issues with product fulfillment, you're having issues with the distribution of your products, if you're having a lot of refunds, a lot of people that are returning items back, listen, you want to stay tuned to this. You don't want to miss this. There is one simple thing that is causing this, and you're going to resolve it today. Stay tuned right now. You're going to change the dynamics of your business today with this one thing. I promise you, it's the most unsolicited advice you could ever imagine. Whew. But you're going to be elated. You're going to be relieved. You're going to be filled with peace once you find out this one thing that's causing this, and there's one solution to it, and I can't wait to share that with you. Let's get to it. So it's not what you think. It's not the customer. It's not the company that you're purchasing your product from. It's not the business partners. It's not the money. It's not the bank that's holding your money hostage. None of these things are the problem. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to take a pen. I want you to get you a pen. I want you to get you a pad right now. And I want you to write this down. And I want you to remember this, because I don't want you to forget that this was the issue when you start noticing a change. I want you to get a pen and a sheet of paper. I want you to be in a notebook. I want you to write what today's date is. And I want you to write this down, what I'm about to share with you. Because when you change this one thing and things starts changing in your business, I want you to be able to go back to it. I want you to remember this. I want you to know that this is the main reason why you're not able to maintain your client base, why you're having breach of contracts going on, you have partnerships and people falling away, you're having a great exodus from your business, you're having a lot of returns, you're having issues with order fulfillment, you got money tied up every which way. I want you to get your notepad out, and I want you to write the date. Matter of fact, open up a blank email, and I want you to email yourself from your business to your personal. I want the date to be stamped. I want it to be signed. I want you to know for a fact that this is the day that you found out that this was your problem. And I want you to be able to go back after you solve this problem and see what happens within the next 24 hours, within the next 48 hours, within the next week, within the next month. I know for a fact it's going to change. And it's one simple thing. One simple thing. You're going to be upset by the time I tell you. It's okay. I can deal with it. You're going to be upset. You can fight me later. But you are tuned in to the most unsolicited advice. So I promise you, you're not going to be happy with what I tell you. Here is your problem. Write this down. I need to forgive myself. That's your problem. My problem with my business is unforgiveness. This is so crazy. It's extreme. Hold the phone. Look, don't cut it off. Don't scroll off. I'm going to get to the point. This is your problem. You got to hear me out. You're here now. You already spent your time. You got to hear me out. This is your problem. Unforgiveness is your problem. That is the key issue that you're having right now. This is a chronic thing. You have to look at it. It's a general scope. You started noticing some things. You can't put your finger on it because it feels like it's spanning across all of the things that you're doing. It's just like things are just not working out. I'm telling you, it's unforgiveness. You are showing up every day at your business as an imposter. You're not the business owner. You're not the CEO. You're not the person who can stand upright, flat-footed, and say, hey, this is what I'm going to offer, and this is what I'm going to provide for you, and you're going to get this, and it's going to happen the way I said it was going to happen. You have unforgiveness, so you're showing up as an imposter. You're showing up as a liar. Every day that you deal with unforgiveness on your life regarding yourself, if you have not forgiven yourself, that's how it manifests in your business. Because when you operate your business from a stance, from a position of unforgiveness, it bleeds over into everything else. So now you're not able to have proper agreements. You're opening the door for breach of contract, and you haven't even got your business off the ground. This is how it shows up in business. You have unforgiveness that's in you. You have not forgiven yourself. You enter an agreement with a client to fulfill a product. Something happens in your delivery of the product. Now they're contacting you. They want a full refund. This is because you were operating in unforgiveness. It's showing up in your business as a breach in contract. Here's another example. You're entering into a contract with a client. You have shame, guilt, and unforgiveness in you. You have not forgiven yourself. So now you make an agreement to adhere to the boundaries that are set within the contract. But you're not honest with yourself. So now you're coming into this contractual agreement with dishonesty. You're manifesting a breach of contract with your unforgiveness because you're lying. You're not the person who is capable of fulfilling this agreement because you have unforgiveness. You are an imposter making an agreement. You see the ripple effect? You see how it's going into effect? This is unforgiveness manifested in your business. I said all that to say, it is important to choose today to forgive yourself. To forgive yourself for all of the unfulfilled orders, for all of the unfulfilled promises, the promises you made to yourself, the promises you made to your pastor, the promises you made to God, the promises you made to your friends, the promises you made to your family. It's time for you to forgive yourself right now. And you have to truly forgive yourself and count it already done. You have to wipe your own personal, emotional, physical, mental debt free. You have to wipe your mental debt free. You have to wipe your emotional debt free. You have to be debt free. If you want to experience success, forgiveness is key. Do not show up as an imposter. You're going to invite chaos into your business. You're going to invite breach of contract. That is a door open. You're incapable of fulfilling this contract because the person that is agreeing to do this contract is whole. They will do what they say they're going to do. So if you're living and you're operating in unforgiveness, that means you have breached your own contract with yourself, where you have not done what you said you were going to do, or you didn't do what you're supposed to do. Forgive yourself. Set yourself free. Set your business free. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for past failures. Forgive yourself for all the things you did wrong. Set yourself free. Set your business free. Forgive yourself. See, when you operate in forgiveness and you have forgiven yourself, you get to show up to your contract, to your agreement with your customers, with your clients. You get to show up in business as a person who stands on their word. You are now wiping your debt clean. The debt is taken care of. It has been eliminated. So now you can show up 100% to your business. I know, but some of you all are connecting the dots. You have recognized that there are times when you said that you were going to do something and you didn't do it and you felt bad about it, but you never forgave yourself. You're seeing right now that there are times when someone else asked you to do something and you didn't do it. You felt bad about it, but you never forgave yourself. And so now what that did was it triggered a ripple effect because the price had not been paid. So you're sowing lack of commitment. You're sowing breach of contract into your business. That's what you're putting into your business. What in the world does forgiveness have to do with my business? That's what you're putting into it. You're the owner of this organization. You're moving and shaking, okay? And so if you have ready knowledge and awareness of areas of fault in your life that you have not claimed and you have not owned up to and you have not confessed to and you have not forgiven, then you are open the door for fault everywhere else, for a constant breach of contract. People, clients, customers are going to do business with you and they're not going to fulfill their end of the agreement. Distributors, wholesalers, they're going to do business with you and they're not going to fulfill their end of the agreement. The bank, they're going to do business with you. They're not going to fulfill the end of the agreement. There's going to be things held up. It's because you have not forgiven. Do not open the door for breach of contract. You seal up all of these contracts, all of these breaches right now by forgiving yourself. You own up to the fact that you messed up and you let it go. You write down today's date. You email it to yourself. You say, you email this to yourself. Today, I forgave myself from for X, Y, and Z. If you only can remember one thing or you can't hardly remember, but you know it's something, just say that. Today, I forgive myself for everything that I've ever done. I forgive myself for every breach in contract. I forgive myself for every time I said I was going to do something and I did not do it. I forgive myself from every missed opportunity because of my lack of commitment. You want to do this right now today. You want to email that I'd rather you write it with a piece of paper because there's power in writing. But this is what you want to do today. You want to do this and you want to email it to yourself. You want to notate the date. I promise you, you're going to start seeing a difference in your business. And I know that this is something that's this is far left for some people. But I mean, what you got to lose? What do you have to lose right now by signing an agreement with yourself saying that you forgive yourself for breaking agreements, breaking contracts, even if it's with yourself? If you tell yourself, hey, I'm going to do something by this date, and you don't do it, every time you do that, you're creating more and more of an imposter. Even when you are agreeing with yourself, nobody knows but you what you said you were going to do. Every time you do not fulfill a commitment that you've made, whether it's to yourself or anyone else, you are opening the door for breach of contract. Go ahead, wipe your debt clean, forgive yourself. And you keep forgiving yourself as often as you breach your contract, as often as you break these agreements. You forgive yourself every time. Do it fast before it starts manifesting into other areas of your business. Do it quickly before it starts manifesting into other areas of your relationships and partnerships. Do it fast. Forgive fast. It's going to change your life. It's going to make a difference. I promise you, this is some unconventional wisdom. This is some unconventional advice. It's definitely unsolicited, but it will make a difference. Forgive fast. Don't be an imposter in your own business. Don't be in shame and guilt in your own business. Pay attention to how these things are showing up. One thing. There's one thing that's causing all of this chaos in your organization, and you can resolve it right now. In this moment, you can solve your problem. One thing. You're losing customers for this one thing. It's causing you to lose partnerships. It's causing you to lose money. This one thing is draining your business dry. This one thing is draining your business. It's draining all of your relationships. It's draining you dry. Plug it up. Fix the leak with this one thing. Forgive yourself. People are only going to treat you the way you treat yourself. People are only going to give the way you give to yourself. People are only going to believe you if you believe you. So if you have not forgiven yourself for every time you said that you were going to do something and you didn't, you're opening the door for others to not believe you, for others to not believe that your product works, for others to not believe that you're going to do what you say you're going to do. Do your part. Forgive fast, immediately. This is going to make a difference. This is going to save you money. This is going to save you time. This is going to grow your business. This is going to bring in more clients. Show up with confidence. Don't be an imposter. Grow your business. Forgive fast. Right now.